you peaches, welcome to Ray's World. My name is Ray and you are so welcome here. I have really missed you guys. I haven't made a YouTube video in like 6 weeks and there has been a reason why, and I'm going to talk to you guys about it today. I want to talk about Sabbath day. The Sabbath, a day of rest, a day of nothing, no work, no phones, no screens, nothing from the outside world, just a time for you to be and breathe and go slow and just have that time for yourself. This is so important and I want to share with you how I messed up recently on this very topic. You guys know how important a day of rest is and I just let it slip. I just let work seep in. And guys, I want to say I might be on YouTube encouraging you guys, motivating you guys, but I would say I'm not perfect. I get things wrong. I am working things out in my own life. I'm on my own journey with God, and there are things I don't understand sometimes. I have my struggles just like anyone else, and I just wouldn't want you guys to think that I don't have those same struggles as everyone else. And you know, there are times where I actually watch my own videos on days where I'm struggling, just to remind myself of what I really think, you know, just like anyone else. So let's just clear that up first and foremost. But recently I really screwed up. Because I got so busy that I just pied off Sabbath days. In fact, I was still having Sabbath days, but I was working on Sabbath day, which is just stupid because it defeats the whole purpose of Sabbath day. A week prior to releasing the Wild Hearts online magazine, which is very exciting, I will link that down below, I was getting really bad headaches and I was putting it down to too much screen time. So I spent a lot of time on my laptop and a lot of time on my phone because of the social media stuff I do, and I do a lot of stuff on the laptop for work and planning sessions, things like that as well. And I just kind of brushed it off really. And then after the magazine release, the next day my headache got really bad and I had to go to hospital. And then coming back from the hospital, I was exhausted, guys. I literally slept for the week and I had really bad headache, had to take a week off work, and literally, thank God, months ago I had actually booked the week after off anyway because I was going away with some girlfriends, and so I went away. So I had 2 weeks off where I was just pieced out, checked out. My body was like, nope, I'm done, and I was done. I slept a lot and I didn't feel like myself, guys. I really didn't feel like myself. And then I went to Spain with my mates and we hung out at the beach, went to a festival, we chilled out, spent time with God, we chatted, we just chilled, we went really slow. And I just reflected on what the flip had happened, because I just didn't even realise how I had let work consume everything. Because of my headaches, I couldn't look at my phone, I couldn't go on my laptop, I couldn't even read. So I was literally with my thoughts. And I just realised so much. It was just me and God, no distractions. I realised I just got so busy doing that I just wasn't being, you know, which is really hard to say because that is something that I would say is a core value in my life, and I just let it slip. So I want to encourage you guys. From that experience, I learned that I had to change up my Sabbath days. I cannot work, I can't even do social media stuff, even though that like brings me a lot of life and whatever. I can't bring that stuff into my Sabbath days. So now my Sabbath days will only consist of slow mornings, people that are in my inner circle, reading, no phone, no laptop, no writing articles, nothing that is to do with work, just being and just spending time with God, going really slow, hanging out in nature, and just kind of wherever I flow in that day. And that's it. That is all my Sabbath day is going to consist of now, and I have got to protect it with my life, and so have you. You've got to protect it, love, because it's so important that you look after yourself, look after your mind, your heart. You need that time, because what the silence does and what going slow does is it brings up the things that happen in that week, and you can bring that to God in prayer and just process that with Him. When you're busy all the time, things that happen in life just gather up inside, they internalize, and then they're just kept inside. You don't have time to process them with God. They're just kept in your heart to the point where it just grows and it gets bigger, and to the point it manifests in your life physically through your health not being great, being exhausted, panic attacks, things like that. I also had a panic attack when my headaches was getting really bad, and I don't ever get a panic attack. Challenge the busy culture. That's what my boss said to me one time. And challenge it, because it's so important to have that space with God. Let him speak life into you and go slow, love. Guys, I'm going to link down a load of content for you if you are more interested in hearing about Sabbath day. And I want to say just some application stuff for you as an individual. You could be a parent, you might have kids, and you're like, Ray, I don't have time for a Sabbath day. That's fine. If you have kids, I know there are families that practice the Sabbath day. They all do it as a family, and it's just like a family day. You can make it look like however you want to make it look. For me, it might look different, but what I'm saying is just rest for one day where you don't work, you don't think about work, nothing, nada, nout. You just need that time just to be and breathe. But I love you, and feel free to comment down below your thoughts, and I will hopefully see you next week.